So I'm going to say something very controversial. Batman Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie ever. Yes, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It was made in 1993, directed by Bruce Timm. It is a cinematic standalone continuation of Batman the Animated Series and the first theatrical film produced by the Warner Brothers Animation. And today, we're going to take a deep dive into it on the Cartoon Archiver. Batman Mask of the Phantasm was originally planned for a direct-video release, but then at the last moment it was turned into a theatrical release. And due to the decision to release it in theaters on such short notice, Mask of the Phantasm failed at the box office. After its release on home video, it became financially successful. This is the definitive version of Batman. It's got a great story, the characters are done right, and it's got a nice twist in it. This movie explores how two adults react to similar trauma differently and cope with it, leading to great sacrifices. Such complex storylines, characters, and great scripts are hard to come by, even in live-action movies. So we start this movie with the camera going through the actual 3D city with people singing, and it's just amazingly awesome. And what they're actually singing is not like opera or anything, it's actually the creators' names backwards. And then we see Batman bust in on a counterfeiting operation and beat the guys to a pulp. But then Chucky Saw escapes with the money. But then before he escapes, the Phantasm shows up.
Your angel of death awaits.
So the Phantasm basically kills Chucky Saw, and then witnesses see Batman and they think he did it. Batman has to use his actual detective skills in this movie compared to like the live action ones where you just see him beating up people, so he can figure out who's actually killing off these mobsters. And the Phantasm's design in this movie is like just perfect. It's a perfect animated movie because he, like the Joker says in the movie, he looks like the ghost of Christmas future, just a demonic version of him. Bruce Wayne sneaks away at the party to be by himself as he looks at his parents' picture and then reminisces about past times. What's so great about this movie is, we don't come to see a Batman movie to see Batman happy. We come to see it for his trauma and how low can he get. This movie, it was beautifully animated, dark deco paper. They used black paper and used dark colors on top of it to bring this Batman, this dark, gothic Gotham to life. And then in this movie, you see Bruce Wayne being happy, and he's tormented between keeping his promise to his parents and being Batman and saving people and actually, being happy with the woman he loves. So he goes back and forth, even going back to the grave to speak to his parents and telling them, he didn't think he'd be happy, but he'll pay for more cops and everything. It's sad, it breaks your heart. We see him propose to Andrea Beaumont, and then the bats fly out of the cave, and it's like a sign from his parents that he shouldn't be doing, but he's going to do it anyway. Later, Bruce Wayne receives a letter with the ring saying Andrea left with her dad, that she was too young to marry, and just to forget about her. And that sent Bruce Wayne over the edge, and that's where we see Batman becoming Batman the very first time. It's a very iconic moment. We have Kevin Conroy playing as Batman and Mark Hamill is playing the Joker, and they do an excellent job at it. The music in the movie just gives you goosebumps. It's made by Shirley Walker, and she's very talented, and she's worked on the animated series a lot as well, making every episode of the animated series feel like you're watching a mini movie, and this movie is no different. They pack so much into this movie into 83 minutes. It never feels like it's rushing things or it's slow. It's the perfect length of time for the movie. I enjoy this movie so much. There's just one thing I wish I could do. I wish I could almost forget the whole movie in my mind so I could rewatch it again, and that way I wouldn't know the twist and I would would actually, rediscover it. But, it's still one of my favorite movies and I love it. Very end of the movie, when Bruce Wayne finds that necklace in the Batcave, he knows that Andrea survived the explosion and that they can never be together. And then you see Andrea on the boat, you see Andrea on the ship, and someone asks her, "You want to be alone?" And she says, "I am." And right there, both are miserable without each other, but they both crossed a line that they could never come back from. It's just a really good movie. You guys need to check it out if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, go see it again because it's amazing. And every time I watch it, I see something new in it. But anyways, every time I see it, I see something new in it. If you haven't liked this video and subscribed to get some more videos going on, there'll be more soon.